Good afternoon, Fifth Fam. This is Stefan, and today I'll be talking about why you want to master movement and not one specific exercise. Now, as we get into this video, this comes about from my years in fitness, and I've seen individuals that have been able to engage in one particular movement at a high level and high efficiency, but then when it comes to other aspects of fitness or in incorporating movement into every aspect of their life, they have very low levels of awareness. And so what this video is truly about is increasing the awareness of how your body relates to the outer world and the objects around it, instead of not just what you're doing in the gym. Truly, your body is always moving. I made a couple of videos about this before, but we as human beings, we're always in movement. Your heart is always beating. If your heart is always beating, that's a form of movement. When you speak, that is a form of movement. When you think, your brain is like a muscle. You're moving when you think as well. And so when you begin to realize that movement encompasses every aspect of life, much like fitness does, then you understand that what you do in the gym will also stem outward into everyday life. And so what mastering movement overall will do is it will increase your awareness of how you relate to objects outside of the gym also. And so when you're doing a squat in the gym, it'll be like when you're doing a squat, in everyday life. Let's say you're sitting down to a chair. Let's say you're sitting down into, like, you're just sitting down to pick something up. Let's say you're lunging in the gym. Same way you might lunge to grab something here. Let's say you're doing a press overhead at the gym. It's the same way you might be doing a press to place something overhead in a cabinet or something along those lines. And so in realizing that, a lot of people, what they do in modern society is they'll go into the gym and they'll have their exercise and their fitness, and then they'll leave the gym and then they'll cut their brains off. They don't use anything they've learned in the gym to help aid them in everyday life. And one of the things I've seen a lot of individuals suffer from back pain, knee pain, neck pain, and they'll go into the gym and they'll have a trainer, or they'll be following a program, or they'll listen to YouTube or podcasts of individuals talking about how to engage with movement and how their bodies function and operate and how to exercise properly. But then they'll leave the gym and they'll never take these things to use it to their aid in their everyday life. So when you learn how your body functions and operates, when you learn how to do a squat, when you learn how to do a deadlift, when you learn how to do an overhead press, use these things to aid you in your everyday life so that you decrease the likelihood of you building up fatigue in the musculature and the skeletal system from the improper movement that you might be doing in your everyday life. So what this would look like is, let's say you go to the gym and you understand, or someone teaches you how to do a deadlift properly. Now you can use this in the outside when you go to pick something up from the ground, when you go to pick up your kid, or you go to pick up your cousin and you want to throw them up overhead. You can do that properly. Or let's say you're more of a labor job guy or a labor job person, and when you go to the gym, someone teaches you, all right, this is how your body functions and operates. This is how you engage with exercise. This is how you do this movement correctly. Now, when you go to your job, now you can use and aid that to help you do your work more efficiently, but also to protect yourself so that you don't build large amounts of fatigue within your body, and now you get hurt, you get injured, or you get banged up, and now you gotta go see a physical therapist, you gotta go see a chiropractor, you gotta go see a massage therapist, and you gotta spend all this money doing something that, if you just knew how your body functioned and operated, that you wouldn't have to spend that money doing. And so when you go into the gym or you go into a facility, use what you learn there throughout every aspect of your life. When we as human beings, back in the past, I made a video about this as well, back in the past, fitness served as survival. If your fitness wasn't very high, or if you didn't not have large amounts of fitness, then you would not survive long enough for your genes to be passed down the genetic pool. And so throughout the years, fitness has taken on a new shaping form. And in today's modern world, fitness serves the purpose of aesthetic and really like display. And so in understanding that, you understand that the original purpose of fitness has completely shifted from how fitness is being used today. And when you realize that, when you go into these facilities, okay, you come from the reference of, okay, I understand that society views fitness from the terms of aesthetic and display, but what I need to use fitness for is ability and functionality. Because as a human being, if you do not have the ability to do something, then that leads to your detriment, especially if you're getting older and older and older and older and you're not able to do some of the things you used to do, or if you're in a position where you need to do things with your body at a high level and you cannot risk getting potentially injured. If you found this of value, click like, click subscribe. I'll be continuing to release more videos helping individuals to maximize their fitness, to discover self and develop self as well. You guys stay blessed and have a great rest of your day.